Okay, so there have been some technical difficulties. Technically, I'm still on the clock for work. I've got the gases today, so if I burp or fart, I apologize in advance. Yeah, I'm supposed to be working right now, but I finished all my shit for this week, so I can mess about however I want, just a little bit, before I work ahead. Okay, so today I wanted to try something a bit different for the famous poetry readings. To prove that I don't only read stuff from old dead white guys, today I'm gonna read something from Pablo Neruda. Probably more than one. Here's the thing, I have atrocious Spanish pronunciation. So if anyone wants proof of that, just ask. So I'm going to do 3 Neruda poems. Well, 4. And then I'd like to try my hand at a spoken word version of Katherine Ho's cover of Yellow by Coldplay, which has completely different lyrics. So you'll also be able to get a sampler of my janky ass Mandarin pronunciation. So, first off, let's do Neruda's poem called White Thighs, Hillocks of Whiteness. Prepare for some very suggestive content. And even though the header says 2 translations, it doesn't show me the second translation, so JSTOR and Poetry Foundation are letting me down. So, White Thighs, Hillocks of Whiteness by Pablo Neruda in English. White thighs, hillocks of whiteness, O woman's body, you resemble the world in your attitude of surrender. My peasant's body savagely excavates you and makes the child leap from the earth's depth. I was alone, like a tunnel. The birds fled from me, and into me entered the night's heavy invasion. To outlive me, I framed you like an arm at the forge, like an arrow in my bow, like a stone in my sling. But falls the hour of vengeance, and I love you. Body of flesh and moss and firm covetous milk. Oh, the cups of your chest, oh, eyes of absence, oh, roses of the pubis, oh, slow, sad voice. Oh, body of my woman, I shall persist in your gracefulness, my thirst, my desire unlimited, my uncertain road, dark water courses where eternal thirst follows, and weariness follows, and infinite sorrow. Alright, now for the next piece. I guess this is Pablo Neruda's profile only. The hell? Okay, I guess so. Anyways, now on to Sexual Water, translated from the Spanish of Pablo Neruda. Rolling in solitary drops in gouts like teeth, in thick gobs of marmalade and blood, rolling in drops, the water pours down in gouts like a blade, a lacerating river of glass. It pours down, gnawing, hammering the axle of symmetry, soldering the soul's brazings, smashing abandoned objects, drenching what is dark. Hey, look, the poetry equivalent of a run-on sentence. It is merely a gasp, damper than weeping, a liquid, a sweat, an oil without a name, A motion of stabbing, shaping, thickening, the water pours down in sluggish drops to its sea, to its juiceless ocean, to its wave without water. Piece number 3, Leviathan. Arc of forbearance and anger, derelict knight of the brute, Antarctic outlander, nearing or passing me, an ice field, displacing the darkness. One day I shall enter your walls. I shall rear on the sunken marine of your winter, your armory. Southward there crackled a holocaust, black with your planet's expulsion, the domains of your silence that moved in the algae and jostled the lump of the ages. Then form was alone, was magnitude, sealed by a world's agitation, wherein glided your leathern preeminence, mistrusting the gifts of its nature, tenderness, power, arc of our passion, inflaming a hummock of dark, as with torches, when your blind blood was quickened, an epoch of ocean still slept in its gardens, and in an immensity the disfiguring moon divided its track with a magnet of phosphor. Life sputtered. The mother Medusa blew in the flame, a tempest of multiple wombs. An increase grew whole in its purity, like the Pompano's pulse in the sea. Among waters, your congress of mastheads and spars was disposed. And finally, piece number 4. This is 100 Love Sonnets, number 17, by Pablo Neruda, translated by Mark Eisner. I don't love you as if you were a rose of salt, topaz, or arrow of carnations that propagate fire. I love you as one loves certain obscure things, secretly, between the shadow and the soul. I love you as the plant that doesn't bloom, but carries, excuse me, the light of those flowers hidden within itself, and thanks to your love, the tight aroma that arose from the earth lives dimly in my body. I love you without knowing how or when or from where. I love you directly without problems or pride. I love you like this because I don't know any other way to love, except in this form in which I am not nor are you, so close that your hand upon mine chest is mine, so close that your eyes close with my dreams. Hey, all of a sudden this reminds me of when I would trade poems with my friend Aaron, and we would just quote Neruda back and forth, I guess. That was in 2012, so that was a long ass fucking time ago. But now that I've read this, I remember the Spanish version, so I guess I have to find the Spanish translation because I'd like to do that. Okay. Alright, now let's do Katherine Ho's version of Yellow. It's called Shooting Star in Mandarin. So I won't do this with music, and hopefully it won't sound like I'm singing. But I'm going to do the Mandarin first, because that's what it was sung in originally, and follow up with English. Okay, so let's get into this. Shooting Star, Katherine Ho's version of Yellow by Coldplay. 我想知道 I want to know 旅行能飞多久 How long can a shooting star fly for? 它的美丽是否 is its beauty 值得快中苦 we're searching for. As you can tell, my pronunciation sucks. 夜空的花 the flowers of the night sky sun落在你身后 fall scattered behind you. 幸福的无痕迹 痕迹 It has made me happy for a long time. 是的快等候. Then, oh, it's worth waiting for. Yeshua's in Kwanbin, and so my heart beats crazily. Kong Huang Hung Dao, Jin Jin, from dusk until dawn. Buning Zai Chin Shou, I can't bear it anymore. King Yong, Ziluo Zai Ni Shu Zong, my feelings and hopes have fallen into your hands. Yu Hua Sheng Hai Yede Ka Hong, transforming into a rainbow at night. Tua Bin Qing, Yu Guang De Qing Feng, morphing into a cool breeze in the moonlight. Qing Yu Guang De Qing Feng, a cool breeze in the moonlight. Xing Fu, happiness. Tiao Jin Ni De Hua Lu is jumping into your river. Easy Yo Dao Jin To, and swimming all the way until the end. Tiao Jin Ni the He, jumping into your river. Xing Fu, happiness, is jumping into your river and swimming all the way until the end, jumping into your river. Happiness, jumping into your river and swimming all the way until the end, jumping into your river. And I guess that's the chorus because it keeps repeating. And then it ends with, I want to know how long a shooting star can fly for. That's beauty. So, Asian Euphoria put this translation together. It says please don't post this on any other websites, but hopefully they don't mind me doing it. So, that's all for me right now. There's a lot more that I know how to speak in Mandarin more fluently and better, but still not as good as what my mom would like. If you want to hear the actual official version, look it up on YouTube or Spotify or probably iTunes. Alright, so that's enough for me. See you guys next time.